This is ChatGPT, the most popular AI ever made. Made by OpenAI, it got 100 million users in just 1 month. But there's a small problem. It runs on their servers, and that means they could be viewing or even selling your data to their investors. So let's fix that. In this video, I am creating my own ChatGPT, but fully local. No internet connection required, no potential spying on your conversations, and the option to choose from a lot of different AI models as a nice little bonus. So here's the plan. Make a nice UI, implement the actual chat messages, implement AI models using Ollama, and add some nice quality of life features. So yeah, let's go. So first I'm importing 3 new UI components which I made. You can see here is my Twitter post where I talk about it. Now it's a button, panel and a text box which I'm going to use to recreate the ChatGPT style. So here's a short time lapse where I'm putting the stuff together. The same layout, we've got a sidebar on the left where we're going to have the chats and text box down. After that I start working on a send button. It's just going to be the regular circle and an arrow send button. After that I added some basic code for messages. You have the chat messages and the user messages, but they aren't real, they're just added by me for now. But you can see there's a problem when there's more messages than the flow layout panel which I'm using here. There are these ugly white sidebars. So I use some code from Stack Overflow which disables them, and I'm going to use my own custom scroll bar which you can see here. Pretty simple. Luckily ChatGPT worked this time and was done pretty quickly. Oh yes, the fully locked in programming experience. After that I found this bug that the messages wouldn't automatically use the full size of the flow layout panel. I really couldn't bother fixing it, so in the end I just add a long welcome message at the top so it takes the full size of the flow layout panel. That seemed to fix everything. After that I implement a check for is the default scroll bar on the flow layout panel visible. Well, technically visible, but practically it's not. And based on that, I show my custom one. So let's just spam it a bit, and yeah, that's the scroll bar. Working really nice. After that, I spent some time moving duplicate code in the functions. Nothing special. I was just bored and had no clue what to do, so I guess I moved that there. But after that, it was finally time to implement some actual AI models. And for that, I installed Ollama, which cool logo by the way. And after installed, I checked it in the command line. I'm running this version here. And as I want to use DeepSeek because it's the best model that is available right now on it, I think I have to run this command here, and this should download the model. So yeah, here's another time lapse at 24 times speed. After that, I had some issues with getting working, so I found this nugget package Ollama Sharp. I downloaded it. It had a lot of downloads, so I guess it will work. 700,000 is a lot. And then based on the readme and looking at the package, I managed to figure out something that worked. So here's the first ever DeepSeek message that I'm sending. And yeah, I got a reply with an emoji. But yeah, that's good to know it works. Now let's test, does it actually see the full chat and doesn't know what I just said to it, or is it just popping up a new instance every time? it doesn't. So that's something I have to fix. Awesome, I don't want to. After that, I swapped the model actually to Llama 3. I don't know, but DeepSeek just didn't want to work with me, so okay. After that, it was time to get the sessions, the chat saving. It's pretty simple. I just have to save each message and save is it from the AI or is it from the user. And here you can see I loaded it one up and everything loaded. I can send another message, I get a response, and after I open it back, it will reappear. Now it's time to add the chat. Thanks to that, you can have history of your past conversations and come back to them. For that, I'm using a panel, which is not a good idea because I will later regret it and have to switch it out because it didn't work. After that, I created a new user control, which I'm going to use for the chat. I'm just going to add more of them based on the amount, and they're just going to have label and display the chat name. And I'll later add the option to delete the chat. And now here you can see I'm adding a new button for adding a new chat, and looks like something isn't working because I only have one chat on the side, which now I renamed to chat 1 instead of that nonsense. But yeah, that's the bug I was talking about earlier because I'm using a regular panel and not a float layout panel. So the other user controls just replace this one, and you can see after I changed it to a flow layout panel, it works. So now I can add more chat and they will remember what I said. After that, it was time to add a trash button, which is for removing the chat. Now it was time to actually make it so that button is only visible on hover. This is pretty simple, just mouse enter, mouse leave, and here you can see it working. Now, coding and AI can seem pretty difficult, but thanks to today's video sponsor, Brilliant.org, it's pretty easy. Brilliant is an interactive platform with thousands of lessons in math, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. Each lesson is filled with hands-on problem solving that lets you play with concepts. Brilliant helps build your critical thinking skills through problem solving and not memorizing. I've been using Brilliant for about 10 minutes a day, and I've been learning a bunch of new concepts that I hadn't come across before, and I really like learning by doing. Brilliant's newly updated programming courses are a great way to build a foundation in coding and learn to think like a programmer. If you sign up with my link, you get a free 30-day free trial of Brilliant and 20% off their premium subscription. So here's my program. I can delete a chat, I can add a new one, and switch between these. Hello, AI, I come in peace. And yeah, I get a response from Llama 3. A kind red spirit, hello to you as well, yeah. And you can swap AI models. If you install a new one using Ollama, you can add the name and it will install and you can just use it in the program. It's not as perfect as the ChatGPT online, but if the internet ever went out, yeah, you could use this. It's AI just locally. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video, more coming soon. Yes, thank you, goodbye.